Hey everyone, ReaperEvolved here for Press A to join back on Wurm Unlimited, and today I've decided I have been down in the mine for quite some time getting some ores mined out and stuff for my house over yonder. And I've been kind of coming up and down for the fields and stuff. I'm getting meals and stuff cooked, and I kind of just thought, you know what? There's like a really interesting tundra area or sandy kind of area to the south of us. It's quite a ways out, but it looks really interesting, and I kind of wanted to go out and exploring. So in my inventory here, you'll see all the tools that I'm bringing with me. I'm bringing a couple of meals just for some food. It's not that far, but hey, it might come in useful. A couple of potty jars with some water in them, compass of course, cotton in case I accidentally hurt myself, and some rope if I find some animals that we may have use of. And I'm just going to head south, and I'm going to see what I see basically. And I enjoy doing this because there's always something interesting that you find out in the great beyond. So this should be an interesting adventure, and maybe we'll check back in if I promise the guys about the ropes that I'll return with something interesting if I return alive, and hopefully we can actually do that. So I'll be checking back in with a little update shortly. So I travelled out south from Weemdale, where we have been set up. I passed Lakeview Outpost, and they have a nice little kind of road coming up. It's actually maybe just down here in this area. Weemdale's over here somewhere. I actually might go over. I do have to be a little bit careful because there's a couple of nasty mobs up here. There is the rather well-known mountain seal around. They're not that bad, but of course the downside to having the nice mountain seal is the rather nasty mountain crocodiles that you all know and love. And it's funny because whenever they're in a suitable environment, they'll spawn. So it's kind of funny the way sometimes these things work. And this mountain for some reason is sand. I'm not really sure I understand that completely, but hey. So what I think might be interesting if I don't get munched will be to see if we can see Weem's Landing. It is kind of if we wait for the compass, it's like over, I'm thinking this area, maybe even further, I don't know, it's a ways out. What's this now? Age dog, okay. I actually want to see what these are. I have a funny feeling these are apple trees. Seems about right. Come on, compass. There we go. Yes, if I headed about as south directly as I could, and I have a feeling that the trees in this area look as if they've been cut down a little. So I feel as though, sorry, the current compass is pointing north, but I headed south, so yeah. I have a feeling that this might be Weemdale, which would be cool, just this area here, but I could be wrong. Looks about right. It could be Cedar's Might as well, of course, which is a little bit closer. But I have a funny feeling Cedar's Might's further down this way, further down the mountain, would seem a bit more accurate. So anyway, I wanted to check in just in case I got munched by something. I have no idea what's up here, so I kind of just wanted to do that. Alrighty, folks, I will continue on my travels, and I will update you when I can. Hello everyone, and we're back, and I found to the south, further on round to like further on southeast of where I was up on the mountains there, and this really nice settlement came up, and I kind of fancied a little stop off because, you know, roaming the hills and the mountains is great and all, but you do crave a little bit of you know, civilization sometimes. And they popped up, and I thought, hey, I'll stop in and say hello, and they were kind enough to light up the oven for me to cook up a little meal to eat, and that was cool. and you know, they're really nice, and I have said that I'll pop in sometime again in the future. And I had a little traveling companion. I thought, you know what, I don't want her to be lost. You know, it was a cow, and I didn't want her to be lost. If I end up dying, I should be fine, but you know, I thought these guys have been so cool and so nice, I'll leave her with them, and that's really cool. So the town's called Maya's Haven, I think it's pronounced Maya's Haven, and they've got a really nice town going here, and lots of people around, and lots of farmland and stuff, and it's really nice. So it was really cool of them to let me hang around and chat. Really awesome. But as I've just told them, it's time to hit the old dusty trail again, and I'm going to head on round following the coast, further on round to the far west, as the map is Autumn's Fall, and up that way is a really interesting mountain with lava and stuff, and I really want to check that out. So hopefully whenever we check back in, I'll have gotten that far. Hello everyone, and welcome to the last of my little adventure. As you see down here, we have entered the town or village of Broken Spoke. Broken Spoke is actually off to the east of Weemdale, where I oh, somebody set off alarm. Where I originally set off on my adventure, and I kind of wanted to call down here as the last of my adventure because they were very generous, and have been, actually continued to be extremely generous. They are the ones that give me a pendulum in order to find some water from Weemdale, which saved us a lot of time and effort, which was awesome. Also, he's thrown me out some dye and stuff. Haven't had a chance to experiment with that yet, but I'm looking forward to maybe getting some of the lanterns and stuff around, maybe dyed, and get a cool look. One of the things he has is his lanterns up here, Gimpy, as you can see. One of the things he has done is he has like a blue light, and at night time it looks really cool. So I was like chatting him up about that, and that's been really cool. So I just thought it might be nice for me to sort of finish the video down here and sort of come exactly full circle as it turns out, you know. So we're gonna head up here, and I've been chatting away to Gimpy, and I said to him, you know, in appreciation for him helping us out up in Weemdale, we are I kind of wanted to finish it off here. So he has been doing a ton of work, as you'll start to see as we come into the main town, and he was saying he's only about 40% done. That's pretty incredible. Some wolves around. He said he's had some issues with wolves, which is interesting. So let's see what he's doing. Got himself a guard tower, which is always a bonus to help, even if you're helping out your some people opt to go with the guard tower that you can build versus paying for the spirit guards, because those are like, I believe, 1 silver a month upkeep. So some people like opt to build that instead and then switch them out. So that's cool. I don't remember seeing any running around. No, not that I do. Okay, cool. So as you see, he's got a wonderful view down here. Got himself a meditation rug. There's Gimpyson as well, just chilling out, maybe drinking some water or something. Or some, yeah, must be. He's got himself like the start of a house, and I was looking into that, and you might have already noticed the marble floors. They look fantastic. He's got a mine, doors straight into the mine from here, which is cool. And if we go upstairs, he's starting to put the marble floor on the stairs. Now I think I was looking at this, and marble's quite rare. So I wanted marble, but I was like, nah, if there's none nearby, I'm not going to worry. But seeing this has kind of rekindled that, and that's something I'll come to in another video of what I'm doing, and that'll probably be what I end up doing next, actually, as it happens. So if we go on round a little bit, we will see his fountain, and another sort of flattened out area. I'm not entirely sure what he's planning with that. You can see the animal pen a little bit better if we go on round to the sort of rock face that he's exposed there. There we go, that's a nice view there. So he's got some nice breeding pens and stuff. We see this a lot actually in Wurm Online, or Wurm Unlimited, sorry. Grass thatch, okay. That's cool. So that has been a dead bear, I believe. Yep. So that's been a real quick look at a broken spoke, and obviously we are really appreciative of Gimpy and Gimpyson and for being so generous and just helping us out. Anytime we come down, he always ends up giving us something, and we're like, dude, you know, you don't have to give us anything. But as a thank you, I figured I'd feature his village towards the end of my little adventure. I think that'll do fine. It's the best I can do. We're all quite new on the server here, so that's all I have to give, I'm afraid, Gimpy. So yeah, this has been really cool. I've really enjoyed this adventure. Speaking of the adventure, I missed out on the lava mountain actually as it happened, and there's a guy I met along the way called Ealthan, E-A-L-T-H-A-N, and he took me on a massive tour out around the area that I was in already, and he took me out on his Gnar, which is like the second boat, I believe, second largest boat you can make. I'm not actually too sure what the largest is, but I haven't seen it yet. But it was pretty cool, and we went out and seen a champion and black bear, I believe it was, and so on and so forth. But of course, in my excitement, I forgot to take a video of it, and I was chatting to him, and I was so bummed. And but then I was like, you know what? Hey, that's just a good excuse to head back there someday, and that's definitely something I'll be doing. So what I'll do is take a little quick break here and head back to Weemdale, and that's the finish of my adventure. And well, you know, I hope you've all enjoyed the adventure. I know I have. It's been so brilliant just to see all the sights and stuff of Mythmoor, which is where we are. I've been waiting for my good buddy Weem of Weemcast to let people know where we are. I didn't want to, you know, get ahead of him, as it were. So now that he's put out that video, I'm happier to say where we are. So that's been really cool, and I've enjoyed it a lot. Alrighty folks, well this is the conclusion of my adventure. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have, although maybe I don't think that's possible. I have been ReaperEvolved for Press A to Join, your home for all your latest game news, reviews and more. I am absolutely sure of that. And this is ReaperEvolved, out. Just one more thing I actually forgot. Whilst I was out with that Ealthan guy, he was also extremely generous, and amongst showing me around his place and taking me out on his boat, he also let us have some of the bison that he had around. We have two that I've hitched to my cart here, and maybe some of you, hopefully all of you, will get the reference here. And I can't show you, but we did have another one there, and they're a breeding pair as well. And unfortunately I can't show you where it is right now, because I'm waiting for my good buddy Weem of Weemcast to kind of get caught up. But I will be doing a little video on my house, sneak peek, and that might be cool as well. So okay, once again folks, ReaperEvolved for Press A to Join, and ReaperEvolved for sure this time, out.